I'm Harry Mays, and what an epic choke job in Dallas with 14 accepted penalties against the Eagles. A couple of turnovers in the second half, a real sloppy play from the Eagles in the second half, and they let one get away after a 21-0 lead on their division rival.
I'm Jason Martinez, and the second half adjustments were brought to you by Ray Charles, seemingly. What a tale of two halves. This is the Eagles Squad Show as the Eagles fall in Big D.
You are Locked On Eagles Postcast, part of Locked On Sports Philadelphia, on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
That's right. The Eagles go down in Dallas. We're going to break it down from all corners. This episode brought to you by Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code LOCKEDONNFL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. I hope you didn't play the Eagles lineup in the second half.
Wow.
It was a tale of two halves. Harry, let's just get your all-encompassing instant reaction right now to what was, you said it was a choke job.
Yeah, but it's a total choke job. You're up 21-0. You're in total command. You're turning Dallas over. You know, basically everything's going your way. I thought that block, that running into the kicker was a bad call, and without even seeing it hit the finger of the Dallas player, I didn't think it was roughing the kicker. I thought it was running into the kicker at Burroughs. But they were getting breaks all throughout the first half and making some great plays, and you're up 3 scores, and all of a sudden they just kind of go to sleep, and then they started turning the ball over. But throughout the game was this constant, self-inflicted wounds with penalties all over the place, just really sloppy out of the Eagles. And I'm kind of surprised by this. When you have a lead like that, I know they couldn't run the ball really effectively, and that's really how you salt away games. But, man, this was a really, really ugly, bad loss.
Yeah, the second half, Louis DiBiase joins us from the Locked On Eagles Daily. You hear him every day, Monday through Friday. You cover this team, and Louis, I mean, Harry called it a huge choke job. I can't disagree with him.
No, the offense deserved everything that happened to them in the second half. This defense finally could not save them, even though time and time again they gave them the ball back to go win it. You're up 21-0. This team used to be so good on offense at putting games away when you're up by 3 scores, and now they're one of the worst teams in football at doing that because of 13 penalties, because of 2 turnovers late in the game.
14.
And yet
it was actually 14 now.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah.
And yet the defense gets a goal line stand at the 2-yard line. Here you go on a silver platter. You still have a chance to do this. Saquon Barkley slips, and it's 3rd and 2, and you call a pass play instead of 2 tush-push plays that are a 99% hit rate.
And then he got sacked.
Just complete malpractice, but I'm not saying I'm glad they lost, but I'm glad the offense lost because they've been getting away with this all year, and the other unit's been bailing them out. This is why A.J. Brown's been pissed all season. This is why we on this show have not let the offensive inconsistencies go under the wayside because they're winning football games. Because if you don't find any sort of consistency on offense this season, you're not going to win a championship. And today was proof of that. It was such an unbelievable collapse.
We've seen this movie before this season. It's crazy how you can look so good in one half and look so inept in another.
It's been all year. The Tampa game, the Denver game. Like, this is what they've done all season.
They really can't put 4 quarters together.
They can't put 2 quarters together. Yeah. It's unbelievable that they looked so good in the first and second quarter, and you can't fully enjoy it because you know this is coming. It's on the coaches and it's on the offensive line.
I didn't think it was coming today. I was like, this Cowboy team is shot. They're dead, right? Dead in the water. And then they come back in the second half and do that. And the Eagles guided them along like a guide dog, brought them right back into the game. And the play calling in the second half I just don't get it. I don't know what kind of second half adjustments they're doing, but they stink at it. I mean, they suck at second half adjustments this year. And that's coaching.
They can just play the game out. That's the thing, is they played conservative, and I think overall Kevin Patullo doesn't have a counter. When the run game is not working, which it hasn't worked all year, he does not know how to create easy yards that set up second and third and manageable. This team is always playing from behind the sticks because he doesn't know how to utilize the quick passing game. Yeah. They went away from A.J. Brown in the second half until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, till the end.
Yet again, it's just that Patullo doesn't know how to maintain a good game plan.
The penalties kill him, though.
9 catches in the first half?
Yeah. And you're right. Harry's right, though. This is on Nick Sirianni, too. Nick Sirianni doesn't call plays. What does he do? Well, the small details did not – it cost them.
And it's been happening all year. It really has. I mean,
14 penalties and 2 turnovers late in the game. Very unlike this team.
You sound like a broken record with that, but it's true.
It is.
It's week in and week out. They drive you, and it's the pre-snap ones. Mm-hmm. I mean, they had an eligible receiver that didn't line up.
Yeah.
Like, this attention to detail.
Not covered up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, what are we doing? And that falls right on the head coach, no?
Well, yeah, it typically does. With any other, if we're analyzing any other organization and team, we always blame the coach for that kind of stuff. So we got to blame our coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's attention to detail, and it hasn't improved, and they've gotten away with it for the most part. But today you didn't. Nope. I mean, 14 penalties in this game is absurd.
It really is. I tell you. In that first half, the big play, it was Turpin who made the fumble too, but then he ends up making the big play, the catch and run for 48 yards, really kind of lit like a fuse with Dallas. Like that was sort of the wake-up play that they got to sort of like ignite them, saying, hey, we're still in this game. Let's go score. They eventually do. It's 21-7, and it was kind of a different feel right after that.
Yep. Yeah, you knew it. Even though they missed the field goal, to get it 21-10.
Right.
Like, you could see life in Dak and that offense.
And Pickens is amazing. I know I got into it with Farzi a couple of weeks ago about CD Lamb versus Pickens. I said it's not even a question to me. Pickens is the better player. And I was if the Eagles found a way to win this, my open was going to be, I know Howie Roseman is a cap genius, but I had no idea he was able to put a CD Lamb on the roster and bury that salary in the cap, because that would have been 2 games that CD Lamb's drops gave to the Eagles. This time it didn't work out.
Yeah, he dropped what would have been the game winner.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean,
he stinks.
And then Pickens caught 9 balls on 9 targets for 146 and a touchdown.
Yeah, and lucky for the Eagles that he went out for a couple of plays with a little hamstring issue, or maybe things would have been even different earlier.
But this is why we kept talking about the offense, because the defense, they're not going, like, they can do it the majority of the time, but they are not going to be able to bail you out every single week. You cannot go entire halves where you're not scoring points, where you're not moving the football. So I don't want to say this is the wake-up call they needed, because it's been like this all season. How many of these kind of games do you need? But the offense did not deserve to win this football game.
Yeah.
I mean, what do we make of 10 carries for 22 yards?
And a fumble.
The offensive line's in trouble. I think for the first time in a long time, the Eagles are trying to win games in spite of their offensive line.
Yeah. And I didn't think Fred Johnson played that poorly. I know he had 1 penalty, but I thought he held up halfway decent.
Yeah.
Landon Dickerson
almost didn't notice Lane was out.
Dickerson, Jurgens got beat.
Jurgens was terrible today. Everybody was getting penalties. By the way, I don't want to give Saquon Barkley just a scot-free pass. I mean, I thought Saquon was terrible today too. And that play at the end of the game where he slips and doesn't pick up the first down, that kind of cost them. And that's been happening a lot this season. He is not seeing the field well. Most of it's on the offensive line because he's getting hit before he gets to the line of scrimmage. But I thought Saquon was really bad today. And if they're not consistent running the football, you're going to have to win because of your defense. The passing game clearly cannot sustain a 4-quarter performance. It's just not in the cards for this team. So if the run game's going to be this bad, you're going to have to win because of your defense.
Is he a little shot from last year? I mean, I don't think it's unfair to have that analysis, because he doesn't have the
when
same
he moves. Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't look completely shot like DeMarco Murray 2015.
Yeah, like he was using a walker.
I did suggest during the game, like, let's see what Tank Bigsby can do, and not just completely blaming Saquon, but at least he's good at getting extra yards after contact, and he got 1 carry that entire game.
I mean, Jalen Hurts led them in rushing with 7 carries for 33 yards, and had 2 touchdowns. Barkley,
And a couple of those were designed runs, too. Like
Yeah.
Quarterback draws, quarterback counters. Yeah.
It looked great in the first half. The north-south runs were perfectly designed. The passing game, I thought A.J. Brown was being used over the middle. They were putting him in the slot. And then they just went away from it. It's just, this was all to me on the coaches. I'm blaming, the offensive line's a huge problem, obviously, but this is on Sirianni and Patullo more than anyone. I don't think this is on Jalen Hurts. I thought I thought he was great today.
Yeah, in the first half, he was spectacular. Yeah. And in the second half, I just didn't think the play calling or any of that
lent
to him at all.
If the call was good, the penalties brought it back. So
yeah. I mean, you just can't get into a rhythm when you constantly have these three, pre-snap penalties, and then you're playing behind the sticks. You can't.
No.
Look, and they got A.J. Brown and Devontae going today. Both of them were utilized. Yeah. A.J. Brown with 8 catches, 110, a touchdown on 10 targets, and Devontae Smith, 6 catches on 11 targets.
Yeah, and can somebody answer me why Gibson was fielding that punt where he
no idea.
I mean, let that thing bounce into the end zone,
you
nitwit. Right? Yeah,
it was at the 1 yard line. He fielded that. He caught.
I mean,
that
are you
punt.
serious?
I would cut him tomorrow. That
do
was
you know where you are on the field?
No awareness.
Unbelievable.
The situation of the game too. Under 5 minutes left, you're tied up, and you field that punt. Unbelievable.
And then you cough it up and. Unbelievable. It's just.
But then they hold him.
Mind-numbing play.
And then they hold him. They hold him to the 1 yard line.
2 turnovers, and they still had a chance. They had multiple chances to go win that football game.
Yeah, Brown makes the great catch on the sideline.
Yeah, they didn't deserve it. I mean, Devontae made that great catch, like you said, and penalty calls it back. It's just, again, that's on the head coach. When the head coach is not calling plays and you don't really know what else he's doing, the small details of a game is what's on him. That's something you can actually measure to judge him. And the Eagles have been terrible in the penalty department. Not the turnover department. That was uncharacteristic. But the penalty department, this has been an issue all season.
Yep. It absolutely has.
I mean, I think at this point, too, we have to come to a pretty firm conclusion that Kevin Patullo is not
He's not it.
He's not it. I mean,
he's got to go after this year. Yeah.
He loses guys that had a good half, or he loses guys real serious weapons until late in the third quarter. Like, this has been going on all season. Yeah. Like, this guy needs like a Post-it notes all over the place or something, reminding him that A.J. Brown's an Eagle.
Yeah. But we were waiting, for the game where the opponent found Adoree Jackson and exposed him. This was the game. Pickens, he had Pickens many times in this game and just got abused.
I'm surprised they didn't have Quinyon Mitchell at some point shadowing Pickens, but at the end of the game, Pickens beat Q too. Yeah. I mean, Pickens made the game-winning play at the end.
He's really good,
Quinyon
man.
Mitchell. He's having
nitwit,
an all-pro season.
He's a nitwit, but he's really,
he's
really
a crazy
good.
person, but he's going to get a huge extension next offseason.
Yeah. And then end up getting traded or something.
Probably.
Because that's the way they operate. It's a stunning result. It's just a stunning game from start to finish. Hurts finishes 27 of 39, 289, 7.4 average, 1 touchdown, the 1 sack. And that I really didn't like that Dickerson just kind of stopped playing on that play. Him and Mailata both had him. And then he just kind of let up and
on the sack?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm concerned, because it's not just like the new starter, Tyler Steen, that's been inconsistent. It's not Fred Johnson or the injured player in Cam Jurgens, but like Jordan Mailata has not been great all season long.
He's been really subpar.
Yeah, and Landon Dickerson's been very up and down as well. It's rare territory for this offensive line to be playing as inconsistent as they are. But I think we all know the passing game is going to have 2 great quarters, probably a week, or they're going to be able to do what they did today at times, but they're never going to be able to carry you. So if the run game is going to be this terrible, you're going to have to win games 17-6.
You're right, Louis. Last year, if they have a 21-0 lead, they can just lean on Saquon Barkley and just sort of salt the game away.
Remember the Steelers game when they literally milked an entire quarter running the football?
Yeah, 14 minutes and 32 seconds it was.
That is gone. Yeah. That is they are incapable of doing that right now, and that's why you're seeing this result.
Yep.
Yeah, they can't do that.
No.
I mean, is it fair to question this team and say, boy, they came in a little fat after winning last year? Like,
I mean,
they tried.
They came in injured
hard.
Too. That's the thing. Yeah. The offensive line is so banged up. But that's not – I don't want to just give that the excuse.
Like compensating for the fact that, we're not defending anything. We're not going to go look at the banner being raised. They all came in a little fat high on the hog from winning the Super Bowl. They wouldn't be the first team to do that.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it was penalties and turnovers, and the turnover with Saquon Barkley is not something he does. Like, he doesn't fumble. I mean, he really doesn't. I mean, that's a rare thing.
Yeah.
It was a good punch out by the Dallas player that came up from behind. But the Gibson fumble is, to me, inexcusable. To me, you don't even field that punt.
Yeah.
You know?
No, because if not, you have the ball at, the 20?
Yeah.
With a chance to go win the football game?
Right.
Yeah, and still they dug out of the hole like right away.
Yep.
With the pass to A.J. Brown. Then they got room to operate, and then they just stall. I just don't even know what to think of the team.
In the 3rd and 2 play call where and again, I like that you're going to A.J. Brown, who's been your best player on offense all game, but you're cutting the field in half. It's a one-read play. If it's not open, Jalen has nothing else. Why, when this team is so good at getting a yard or two to convert, are you not, like, you're outsmarting yourself? And that's, again, where this is on Patullo. I mean, they don't know how to close games out anymore. If the defense can't do it, and they tried today, they can't do it. It's unbelievable. They literally went from the best team, the best offense in football, closing games out, to a bottom-tier team in that category.
I don't even know where they go from here. Let's take our first time out. We'll come back. We'll discuss that, how this lingers for the Philadelphia Eagles, because it could absolutely.
Well, they're now not in control of home field advantage.
Yep.
The Rams have it. And how about the Detroit Lions getting up off their back and finding a way to win that awful football game? They're staying in it. And Green Bay won again today.
Yeah, this was not a good day for the Philadelphia Eagles. Take our first time out. We're back after this on the Locked On Eagles Squad Show. All right, let me tell you about Prize Picks. Now, Prize Picks, hey, they got it all. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks, and you and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement of the sports season when you're following the NFL, NBA, NHL, anything, or all of them. There's no better time to jump in on the action now. If you haven't tried yet, Prize Picks is the simplest way to play. You just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats, and if you get them right, you win. It's that simple. It takes less than 60 seconds to make your lineup, and you can play anywhere Prize Picks operates, including California, Texas, and Georgia. So maybe today you felt really good in the second half if you had Jalen Hurts or A.J. Brown, and then all of a sudden the second half comes, no good. It'll keep every game exciting, even the teams that you don't have a rooting interest in. And it just makes it better to watch, and you got a little skin in the game. You can pick your favorite players or just the big names from other teams as well, and see how many predictions play out. Now, the new Stacks feature is a game changer. You can now pick more on, say, Steph Curry's three-pointers or assists, whatever it might be, in the same lineup. Plus, if one of your players leaves early in a game with an injury, the injury reboot will saves your lineup from a loss. So that's a great feature. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code LOCKEDONNFL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's Locked On NFL for $50 in lineups after your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. All right. So what happened in the NFL today, in the NFC in particular, does not portend well for the Eagles losing this game. Were you guys kind of prepared for a little bit of a letdown after the last 2?
Yeah, I mean, maybe heading into the game, sure, I thought it'd be close, but
I thought it was a spot.
When it was 21-0
Yeah,
when it was 21-0, absolutely not.
How do you have a letdown against the Dallas Cowboys on the road?
They suck.
How?
You don't.
It's the division, though. I mean, I know they suck.
I know.
The whole division stinks.
But there's human nature involved here too, Harry, where you just had those 2 games that you're coming out of the bye, massive importance in your seeding in the NFC, and you're going to overlook a team that's not very good. You just played Green Bay on the road and Detroit at home.
Yeah,
and you got 2 tight wins.
I know what you're trying to say, but maybe if they were playing Washington with a backup quarterback, maybe I could see that if they you kind of go in there a little fat. But this is Dallas at full strength off a big win, on Monday night where their offense looked really good. I don't know how you come in here and sort of, I don't know, become flat in the second half. I don't know.
And what's the one thing the Dallas Cowboys do really well? They throw the football.
Yeah,
so if you can't put that team away, they can get back into games really quick. It felt like at the start of the second half, this team thought they were up by 40 with 5 minutes to go, and they could just milk out the clock. That's really what it felt like. And that's what, again, they've been doing all year in the third quarter of games.
Yeah. I think they thought that the hill was too big decline for them.
Yeah.
And they just kept making plays in the secondary. I mean, is there anything concerning about some of the plays that were made against the Eagles today for them to be able to come back? I mean, they executed well, but it's still a little surprise. I know Pickens is good, but some of those big plays were, ooh.
I wouldn't be concerned. I just think it's proof that even this defense, for as good as it is going to have some games where, yeah, they give up more than one touchdown. Like, that's the reality in the NFL. You know what I mean? Like,
you're not going to hold
times.
every team to 15 or 16 points.
No, and I
or
should
less.
expect my offense that has cost Jeffrey Lurie $300 million to be able to put some games away, considering their track record. And that's what this game proves. And that's why I don't think they can win another Super Bowl if they don't find some sort of consistency on that side of the ball. The problem is I don't think they're going to be able to find consistency on that side of the ball.
Yeah, I'm at that point now, too.
I don't think it's going to change. What's going to change this year? They're not going to get healthier, but Tulo's not going to get better. What's going to change? You know?
I mean, Lane Johnson's going to come back. What's he going to be when he comes back? Juergens is banged up. You don't really, your health doesn't improve by playing.
Yeah. I mean, you look at what they did in that third quarter, and Louis was pointing this out too about their possessions in the early part of the second half. They had 3 possessions in the third quarter. They had 3 yards on 3 plays in their first possession out of the second half kickoff. Then they had 6 plays, 18 yards and a punt, and then 3 and out for 7 yards. That's 28 yards in 3 possessions.
Yeah, they had 5 straight drives not scoring points after they were up 21-0.
Right.
I mean,
right.
You'll let any team get back in that game playing that way.
Yeah, the next possession was a missed field goal, and then the fumble, and then the turnover started. It was just pathetic.
Yeah.
When was the last time they melted down like that? I'm trying to think of, is it 2023? Is there a game like this?
Where they were up this big? And
no, it's probably going back, predates that.
Yeah, I don't
know.
remember a game where you come out
this
in the
was
first
rare.
half. Yeah, I mean, you score 21 points in the first half. You get nothing else in the game. I mean, Elliott misses that field goal. You're going, are you kidding me?
They had not
felt
trailed.
like nothing was going right.
They had not trailed since week 6. They put that graphic up. There was like 250 minutes of game time or something where they weren't even behind.
Is that right?
Yeah. And Dak became the all-time passing leader in Dallas Cowboys
stunning.
History today.
That stuns me.
It really is.
It really is. Consider Aikman and Romo and Staubach. I mean, how
guys that actually won stuff.
How is he the all-time leader?
Unreal.
In Dallas Cowboys
different
history?
It's a different game, is what it is.
True.
That's what it is.
But I mean, even you would think Aikman. I mean, it was different then too. But I mean, his teams were great, but they had Emmett, so they ran the ball a ton. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to feel about this game. I don't want to overreact to it. You know what I mean? Like, the fact is, what's the stat again, Harry? That they hadn't trailed since week 6?
Since week 6.
So are we overreacting to this loss? I mean, this is a spit the bit.
I mean, you're up 21-0.
Alarming. Yeah. I mean, it's alarming.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
21-0.
See, I don't think they're going to collapse. I don't think we're overreacting in the sense that, we're not calling this 2023 all over again. They're still going to win the division.
Yeah, I've never said that.
They're still going to have a chance at getting the 1 seed. They have all the head-to-head tiebreakers. They'll have a chance of competing for a Super Bowl. So I don't think that kind of collapse is coming, but this is kind of confirmation that if they continue to play this way, no, they're not going to be the favorite to get out of this conference. That's absolutely loaded right now with contenders. And I think this backs up that point that you can't just say, well, we won the game, so keep moving on. The wins are important, but if you're going to play this way on one side of the ball every single week, I think that's a proper reaction to not be happy. And I think that's the one part that A.J. Brown totally was right about.
Yeah.
They've swept so much stuff under the carpet this year.
What did A.J. Brown say? The Band-Aid.
Band-Aids.
Yeah, on a shotgun wound. You're going to eventually bleed out. And the penalty situation, I mean, I'll just assume it hasn't been addressed because it hasn't been fixed. And it's been going on all year. And you would think a coach in my experience, coaches, when you're winning, are harder on you because they don't want you to let up. They don't want you to get comfortable.
They're always looking for something to keep you in
Yeah.
check. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're hard on you and they drive you crazy when you're winning, and when you're losing, they give you the hug.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That doesn't seem to be happening.
I think this team is good at not just getting complacent with wins and striving to do more, right? I think they're very good at that. I think the bigger issue is they don't know what the fix is. I don't think the coaches know how to get out of this. If the offensive line in the run game can't bail them out, they don't have a counter on that side of the football. The passing game they don't have the answers. I think that's the bigger issue, and that's why that's not going to get better until next year. Even as talented as this offense is, when you have that inept coaching on one side of the ball, that's an off-season change.
Yeah.
Frankly, I don't have the answers either.
Yeah.
I pride myself. I know you do, Harry, as well. We pride ourselves on having the answers. I don't know that the answer is available. That's part of the problem here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bunch of little things. There's so many different things you could point to.
The inability to run the football is, to me, the paramount thing.
Is that the biggest issue?
Just to get easy yards, I think, is the biggest issue, right? Like,
it is.
First and second down offense, setting up third and manageable, I think is the biggest problem. But then that brings in penalties. That brings in the run game issues, the injuries.
You're behind the sticks. They're
First
really
and
dead.
15, and then now you're throwing the ball, and it's incomplete. Now it's second.
Right. They have more 3rd and 8+ plays this year than any team in football.
Is that right?
And they already were an inconsistent up and down passing attack with Jalen Hurts. Like, that's not the DNA, the formula for this offense to thrive. It's just not.
That's the formula to be one of the worst teams on third down in the NFL, which is what they are.
Yeah, they've been one of, if not the worst, third down offense. At one point this year, they had more 3-and-outs than any offense at that point in the season since 2014.
I think that was 2 weeks ago.
And that's unbelievable with the talent they have. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't think that they have the resources, the wherewithal, the creativity to fix this with the offensive line. Like, because you'd have to be really creative to mitigate your weaknesses on that line. And with Sirianni not being a play caller, even if he was, I don't think that would be good. And Petullo doesn't. It's clear he doesn't have the answer.
He's too emotional to be a play caller, Sirianni.
He is. You're right.
He's way too emotional.
I just can't believe that Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie even allowed a coach to promote from within again. Like, when they saw what happened in 2018, they saw what happened in 2023. How can you make this same mistake the third time in under a decade after making a Super Bowl? How do you do this?
I think that's just coming off a Super Bowl win.
You have no choice. The head coach has power.
He's got some sway.
And, he's got leverage.
You don't want to be a hard ass on him. He just won you a Super Bowl. I guess that's probably what it is, Louis.
You're right.
How about the drive that ended in Dallas' second touchdown? It made it 21-14. They were backed up deep in their own end. You remember this?
Yeah.
Quinyon Mitchell got a pass interference right out of the chute, and it was a legit call. Williams had a big run, and then Bond had a chance to intercept the ball, and it went right between his freaking hands. That would have set the Eagles up in great spot. Then they get the big 50-yard play to Lamb down the right side, where he actually made a terrific adjustment to the ball. It was sort of like Devontae Smith-esque, who did that today too. And then Ringo gets the defensive holding that gives Dallas 1st and goal, and they get this touchdown to this guy Span Ford, who I never heard of.
Yeah, it's a hell of a
Who's
name.
a tight end or something? I don't know. First career touchdown ever. But Blankenship went out on that series, that was a big freaking injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, big
Do
loss.
we know any status on that?
I don't know.
Blankenship?
I don't know.
I haven't seen.
But he's kind of one of those unsung guys on this defense that actually really does a hell of a job.
Yeah, he's a glue guy. He doesn't get any of the glory.
No,
like a Bond and line.
No.
But he always makes timely picks like that. Yep. And again, the Bond drop was really bad, and they made you pay for it immediately after. But again, it's really hard to get mad at the defense. I mean, it's the youngest defense in football. And you're right to point that out.
I'm just pointing it out because they had him in field position.
Yeah,
you
had
him,
out.
and
But let him off the hook.
Yeah. It's just like I think the offense though. They don't deserve to win that game. They don't deserve Zach Bond to catch that ball. I think they really needed to sit in this kind of loss. Again, maybe I don't want to say this is the wake-up call they needed because it's been happening all season, but maybe it finally costing them a game will change it. I don't know. I mean, you would hope if this isn't going to change it, I don't know what will. And the next matchup is tough. Chicago's cooking right now.
Yeah,
at
they're
8-3.
cooking. I don't know how good they are. I mean, I know
The offense is a little Jekyll and Hyde, like the Eagles are, but
yeah,
solid
Short
team
week.
late in games.
yeah.
Black Friday
Short
game.
week, yeah.
Yeah,
It should be
short
fun.
week. Yeah.
What time is that game? 3 o'clock?
3
I think,
o'clock.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah. I got to do the show with Johnny Marks for 2 hours. Then they do a 3-hour pregame for that stuff.
Oh, my goodness.
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's going to be a long week covering this loss.
Yeah,
This is
it
brutal.
really is.
This is brutal.
Yeah, when you lose to the Cowboys,
Yeah, that to do it against Dallas, in Dallas, it's like... And the way they were playing in the first half was so encouraging. They were playing so well. I thought
Getting
the play
the
calling
ball.
was really good. Like, his initial game script, again, was right on. A.J. Brown's playing in the
slants
slot.
and in cuts and everything.
They're
was in
moving
the middle,
around.
in
They're
between the
moving around
numbers, Louis.
the
How about
north-south.
that?
Yeah, the north-south run designs with Jalen Hurts, they're using more. That's been cooking.
Yeah, they had some jet sweeps.
Yeah, Devontae makes one of the most unreal adjustments on a deep ball that I've seen.
What a
It was
play.
just such a cool catch.
He's
What
a
a
great
play.
ball tracker.
And now we can't enjoy any of that.
Yeah,
It's
no.
infuriating.
No. That was the thing. Like, in the first half, like, you just felt like, oh, my God, this is going to be a rocking chair.
I know. Yeah.
Just going to chill out here, watch them beat the brakes off of the Cowboys.
But was it not in the back of your guys' head after watching the
It wasn't in
Broncos
mine.
game?
Yeah.
Okay. See, it was for I was nervous because there's been a few times this year I've gotten comfortable, and then the third quarter they completely disappeared.
Yeah. You can't get comfortable with this team.
No,
This
not with
year.
the 2025 Eagles. You
You
cannot.
really can't. You
Shame
really
on me
can't.
for doing it. I just looked at it. I go, this Dallas team is cooked. They're doing nothing, and they're getting just killed at home. And when you're getting killed at home too, like, I think that's hard for a team because the fans are like, "What is going on here?"
I really thought
We're
the
a mess.
Blankenship pick was going to end it because, like, well, if we can't score now, like, we're finally knocking on the door and still a turnover. The fact that didn't end it was surprising, but not really.
Yep.
Yeah, I got to give Dak Prescott some credit though. He balled in that second half, man.
He did.
He threw some. He put the ball at risk.
He did. He was under pressure. You know,
Yeah.
He stood in there. Yep.
Played like a team trying to win instead of playing
Yeah.
not to lose. It's a neat concept.
Yeah. Well, when you're down like that, I guess you got nothing to lose. Maybe it's easier, but he was a gamer. I thought he was incredible in that second half. Like, Hurts was incredible in the first half, but then in the second half,
Yeah.
again, like you said, Jekyll and Hyde. It defies logic.
Yeah.
Now, what was like? I noticed this too, and I'm sure you guys did too, but I've never seen it before. Steen would stand up on the offensive line, and then he'd tap Juergens on the
They
butt.
do that
and
all the
that's-
time.
and that's when the snap count, the snap came.
Yep.
I've never seen that before. The way they did it this time, I'm sure they do it in different ways. I'm like, if I'm Dallas,
Times it.
That's
Oh, you get a
timing
jump
up
on the snap
snaps.
every time. Yeah.
What is that?
And
Like,
it's
get under
causing-
center.
Yeah.
Enough of this.
Yeah.
that's the thing. Why
They
why
ran
did they
the
go
ball.
away from under center offense
They
against
ran the
Minnesota?
ball at a shotgun tonight.
Yeah, against
Yep.
Minnesota and New York before the bye, the under center offense was working really well.
Yeah.
It's almost like Patullo thinks if I keep using something, it's going to stop working, and those are the only counters those are the only things I have that I know work. So I almost have to save them. I don't want to use them up. But
So he sticks with things that don't work.
so instead, he's like, well, let's just keep trying to get by with these plays, and then when I really need these ones, I'm going to draw them up. Like, I think that's how his head is working, and the logic there is unbelievably bad.
And then the inertia of the snowball rolling down the hill, and then he's
then it's too
totally
late.
befuddled. Yeah. It's all gone at that point. The thing is with this, I see it too, Harry, where he stands up, he taps the center, then he gets down, sets, and then boom, they snap it.
Yeah.
You get the timing every time.
Yeah.
Like, because they don't vary the count after they do it.
No.
It's got to be the
Crazy.
easiest thing for the defensive lineman to read, to know, okay. Now, one time there was a third down play, I think it was, where they did it, and then he did it again. He did
Yes,
it
yeah.
twice. But, I mean, there was like 11 seconds left on the play clock, so they probably weren't too worried about him going the first time.
The offensive line, man, Cam Juergens was really bad today. I
Yep.
thought he was really bad.
Can we get Kelsey out of retirement?
I thought they
Here
should
we
have just
go.
started Toth and let Juergens heal up a little bit. I don't know. He doesn't look healthy, and he's not performing well. That extension right now, I'm not saying it's not looking great because he was really good last year, and I think it is the back more than anything, but
That's the problem.
it's been a problem this year.
The back doesn't get better in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
No, and for a center, like a mobile center that's supposed to be athletic getting upfield, that's
Yeah.
a bad injury.
That's problematic.
Yeah.
as they say. Yeah,
That's going to be a huge issue. Braden Mann was great today.
he was
phenomenal.
He had some bombs, man.
He was. I'll tell you.
He has got an absolute cannon for a
Although
leg.
that roughing the kicker was BS.
Oh yeah,
That
Big
was
time.
BS.
They gotta
Yeah,
get-
it was a bad call.
Yeah.
I thought the Eagles got one too, with Latu at the end. Got pushed into the kicker. It was just roughing
yeah.
the kicker.
yeah.
Right?
They got the 5-yarder, and
Yeah.
that bailed him out. Initially, I thought it was going to end up being a first down, and I was going to bail the Cowboys out.
Yeah, it was
It would
just
have been
running
fitting
into
for
the
that
kicker.
game for sure. So
I thought Tom Brady was excellent today. He said like when they came out for the second half, just got to get one, and and he was he was dialed into like he's been in this spot before.
Yeah,
Where you're down big, and he knows exactly the mentality you need to have.
yeah.
And it was like he was communicating with Dak because that's a hell of a comeback from the Cowboys. I didn't think they were capable of it.
Yep.
The Eagles led them
Tell
along. Let's take our second time out. We'll come back, continue to discuss a disgusting loss, and it was disgusting. It's the Locked On Eagles Squad Show. We're back after this. All right, let me tell you about the Game Time app. The Game Time app is a great, easy app to use. NFL season, it's in full swing. We're in the money part of the season now, and honestly, there's nothing better than being in the stadium surrounded by fans cheering on your team. Maybe Black Friday. But let's be honest, getting tickets, it can be a hassle, especially on a short week like this. Between queues and login screens and prices jumping at checkout, it can get very frustrating. That's why you use the Game Time app. Now, the app gives you the advantage, gives it right back to the fans because it's fast, easy, and backed by the Game Time guarantee, where you'll always get 100% authentic tickets delivered on time and at the best price, plus all fees are included. So the price you see, that's going to be the price you pay. You pull up the Game Time app. Maybe you want to look at this Friday's game at the link, and in just a couple of taps, you can see all the amazing deals and talk about your favorite NFL games for as low as $100. And the app will make it super simple for you. You can even see the exact view from the seat before you even buy it. I want to sit here. I want to see this, be at 20, or I want to be at the 50, or this high or this low. You get to see it right on the app. Zone deals also. Pick the section. Game Time picks the seats, and you save even more. Now, honestly, it can't be faster, cheaper, and less stressful than using the Game Time app. There's the way you buy tickets. It's the easiest way to do it. So download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONNFL for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Again, that's promo code LOCKEDONNFL for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket. Go download the Game Time app today. All right. We are back.
Got to root for the Tampa Bay Bucks tonight against the Rams.
big time.
Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
That'd be a good game.
Rams
The
win.
Bucks
They're in control.
Yeah, they're a game up then, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, they would be 9-2. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
okay. So if the Bucks win tonight, the Eagles are still the top seed.
yes, because the
Correct,
Bucks
'cause they
would be
have-
7-4, and the
Yeah.
Eagles have the head-to-head on LA. So
Correct.
yeah, they both be
Yeah.
8-3.
Right.
So go
Where's
Bucks.
the game
for sure.
at?
And the Bears are 8
in LA.
coming in next week. Yeah, the game's in LA.
Yeah, and then like Harry said, the Bears are 8-3, which is crazy. They have a chance at the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
That's
that game's
nuts.
underway already. I can't believe it's 8:30 already. They're underway right now.
Yeah.
3rd and 1 on the Tampa 37. Tampa's got the ball. It's in LA.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be rooting for Tampa Bay tonight. Let me ask you this: if the Eagles do not have home field throughout the NFC playoffs, and it plays out that way, where they have to go on the road for an NFC Championship game, that it?
Not if it's LA for me.
No.
I don't know. Going on the road, like if they have to go into LA for an NFC Championship, the way Jalen Hurts, I think, plays a lot better indoors.
Yeah.
I don't think that kills their chances.
No,
So Detroit-
that's not a death knell.
Detroit even now, if they got to go to the Packers aren't going to get the 1 seed, but
No.
if they would have had to go to Lambeau or Tampa Bay, that's a little bit more difficult. But LA wouldn't terrify.
What about
me.
Chicago? If Chicago's
Chicago's brutal. Having to go to Soldier Field in January.
that's a slow
tough.
field. Is always kind of
exactly.
wind. It's sort of similar to the Link, but worse.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
not
a
ideal.
slow field. A slow track is not good. For
Yeah,
the
so I guess it
Eagles.
depends on what team and what seed you are. If you start collapsing here and you're the 4 seed because you just won
Yeah.
a bad NFC East and you got to go on the road against 2 teams in the divisional round and the NFC title, that's an issue. But I guess it would depend on the matchup. LA, I wouldn't be nervous about.
I don't know. I mean, Tampa would obviously have to win tonight, but then, I mean, they basically have to almost win out to get home field because that's not a place I would want to go.
Don't cut out Seattle either. Like, I don't want to go to Seattle in January.
That's true.
That's a difficult place
They're
to play.
8-3.
And they're 8-3.
Yeah.
So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who do they have left?
But their conference record is worse than the Eagles. That's how the Eagles have a tiebreaker over them right now.
Even though they don't play them.
Correct. Yeah.
They have Minnesota next week.
Who stinks.
They got
J.J. McCarthy.
He stinks.
Bust.
Then,
my gosh.
then they go to Atlanta.
They stink.
Yep. Then they got Indy.
All right. Well, Indy showed me a little something today, even though they lost.
Then they have the Rams on Thursday Night Football in a short week.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, and then they have to go on the road for their last two, Carolina and San Francisco.
Okay.
So, that's dicey. Some easy ones in there, but the last two games on the road, too, that's no joy.
Yeah, I told you Carolina on one of the squad shows. I said the Carolina Panthers are going to play into this whole thing. Because they basically play everybody except the Eagles, who's in the mix here from now to the end of the season. It's kind of weird.
So Tampa has Arizona next week, New Orleans, Atlanta, all at home.
Easy.
Yep. Then they go to Carolina and Miami.
Yeah, come on.
And then they have Carolina at home.
That's what I'm saying. If they win tonight, they could go on a run. They could go on a run.
And they're going to get healthier. Their roster's been really banged up. So Tampa could go on a run.
If they won tonight, they could go on a run.
That's a team I mean, considering the Eagles' track record in Tampa, I know they won this year, but that's not somewhere I would want to go in January.
No, they could go on a Baltimore Ravens run. They're on one right now, and they're going to keep going, too.
Yeah, 5 straight wins for Baltimore.
Yeah, and Pittsburgh lost today, too. I think they lost their grip on first. It's over.
Yeah. Detroit has Green Bay on Thanksgiving.
That's going to be good.
Yeah. Then they have Dallas at home.
And Dallas has Kansas City on Thanksgiving, and then Green Bay or Detroit?
Detroit.
Which one? Detroit, yeah.
And then Detroit after that has to go to L.A. Then they have Pittsburgh. Then they have Minnesota and Chicago to finish it.
That's tough.
Yeah,
for the Lions.
Yeah, that's not easy.
Oh man.
And Green Bay, I don't know that we're worried about them for the top of the division or the conference, but they have Detroit obviously on Thanksgiving, Chicago, Denver on the road, Chicago on the road.
Yeah.
They have Chicago at home, then in Denver, then in Chicago.
Yeah. Tough spot.
Yeah, and then they have Baltimore and Minnesota to finish it out.
Wow.
So this number one seed, it's up for grabs, but you need. Let me see if Tampa scored now, 4th and 9. So that number one seed, I don't think the Eagles want to go to Tampa. I don't think I'd want to go to Detroit either,
or Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle or Detroit, I guess. Because if we're removing Green Bay, then I would say it's probably those two. The Rams, if there's another team that gets the 1 seed, give me the Rams.
Yeah.
Because I think Jalen did prove today, again, he is a much better player indoors, I think.
Yeah. And that's not a real home field anyway for the
No,
Rams.
LA's not a home field at all.
The Eagles fans will invade that place.
That'll be a home game, basically.
Yeah.
So
there'll be more Eagle fans there.
They'll be out there
fans today.
They'll be out there in a couple weeks against the Chargers on Monday night.
And I don't even want to say
the Eagles will invade there too.
They will.
Oh yeah.
I don't even want to say I don't care about the 1 seed right now, but I just because it's obviously very important in this conference. It's very important.
I think it's everything for them.
I'm so worried or more focused on just like how do they find any sort of answers and consistency on offense, because I don't think they can win a Super Bowl at all if they don't get there, even if they are the 1 seed. Like if they're going to play offense like this, I don't know, maybe not though, because they won 2 playoff games last year with their offense not looking great. So.
And then they get to the Super Bowl and it looks phenomenal.
Yeah. So, but at least last year you saw huge moments from the run game all year. Yeah. This year you're not getting any. You're getting random moments from the passing game, but nothing consistent. At least that part of the offense was consistent all year long. That's the difference.
The grand slam home runs almost.
Yes, you were getting explosive 300+ yard rushing games on the.
He's not even hitting singles this year.
No.
Yeah, and you're getting like a quarter and a half of really good passing at times in certain games. But outside of the Minnesota Vikings game, when has there been, or the Giants too, there has been only 2 games where the offense has had at least one part of that unit dominant for a 4-quarter stretch. Yeah. The rest has just been waves.
I like how the narrative eventually came around this past week to, well, A.J. Brown has lost a step. Maybe he's lost a step.
Yeah, baloney. He didn't look
He
like
looked
that.
great today.
He did not lose a step. Maybe Saquon has lost the step. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of it's mostly on the offensive line, but I think we do have to have more of a Saquon conversation.
Yeah.
Maybe just for the situation they're in right now.
Let's go.
He has not been great as a downhill runner. Like in between the tackles, he doesn't really make guys miss. He's not getting extra yards off contact. I don't want to say Tank Bigsby fits what they need more right now, but I would like them to start using him a little bit more.
Yeah.
The thing is it's hard to compare last year to this year because, I mean, he was running through enormous holes last year. Linemen getting downfield into the second, into the second wave.
Yeah, but I mean, every great back doesn't always have big holes.
No,
You know what I mean? Like
Adrian Peterson didn't.
Yeah,
a lot.
you know, truck somebody.
You will see him in like receiving plays though, where he clearly is still explosive. I don't think he has dropped off the face of the earth from an athleticism perspective.
And they got him involved in the passing game today.
Yeah,
he
he had
caught
5
a
or
couple
6
balls.
receptions.
Yeah.
But
That's the thing, though. But it's hard to compare last year to this year with the offensive line issues. It's like comparing apples and tennis rackets. It's not even apples to oranges.
yeah,
It's. I don't know if it's him or if it's him in some combination.
he definitely is not playing as well as last year. I mean, that's for sure. I think it's probably like 70, 75, 25. The offensive line's the problem.
Yeah.
But Saquon hasn't. Yeah, Saquon has not. Like you said, it's not going to be these gaping holes every single play. There will be sometimes you got to make things happen. When you got that extension you did this offseason, and he has not been somebody that's been able to carry you in that area much.
Yeah.
The one game where they put the quarterback under center, they ran the ball 10 times better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything was shotgun.
It's mostly on blocking, though, for sure. The offensive line it's a problem.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Lane Johnson coming back is going to fix it because they were having this issue when Lane was playing. So
Yeah, right. But we can add it to the list now. That what are they?
Yeah,
15
definitely doesn't
and,
help.
What 15 and 24 now without Lane Johnson or something? I think.
Yep, not a great record.
Yeah.
This guy should limp his way right into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
When he's done. Yeah,
I think I would like to take the bet on FanDuel right now that the Eagles are drafting an offensive lineman in the first round. I would love to take that money.
I think so.
No question
If
about
they
it.
can't draft an offensive coordinator, they're going to take an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeffrey Lurie is marching into Nick Sirianni's office the minute the season ends if they don't win a Super Bowl and says, "You have to. I'm going to say to you what I said to Doug.
Yeah.
You're picking a play caller from outside this building. I'm not saying you're gone, but you're going to do that. Patullo's gone.
Well, I don't know why when you said that I first heard that you're taking Doug as the offensive play caller. That's like what I kind of
gladly
heard.
over Patullo. I'll take it.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. Or Reich.
It's not
He's
my
available.
first choice, but
Yeah.
he said he would come back as a consultant, so he's clearly
is that right?
open-minded.
He
I
said
would never
that?
come back to a team I got fired from.
No.
But after winning a Super Bowl 3 years before,
See, I would think like Doug's
But he would.
demeanor and the way he is, I think that he would be a guy that would consider it.
Yeah.
and by the way,
He's just different.
he's the king of the mesh concepts, using the middle of the field. He comes from that Andy Reid tree. I don't hate it. I think it'd be a hilarious dynamic. There's no way they'd actually do it. Sirianni's not doing that, but
Maybe he's not.
They gotta do
Sirianni's
something.
making
It's-
the decision.
I just hope he doesn't dig his heels in like, this is my Press Taylor and I'm not firing him next year. Because if there's another power struggle
Oh.
2 years after a Super Bowl win, that's just
Sirianni,
an
he'll
exhausting
lose.
thing. That
He'll lose.
the cycle of the Eagles' life as a contender would just continue. It feels like you're just in an endless Groundhog's Day loop.
Yep. Wow.
Let's get
Different
to
names, same story.
Let's get to some listener comments. We'll start here with Treyman Jennings 1264. I think Barkley dances around the line of scrimmage too much. I see that too.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a hole there.
Trying to make the
He's
big
trying to
play.
find a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he is right, though. That's why I kind of like Bigsby getting a little bit more involved.
He just goes downhill.
He's at least
Yeah.
getting positive yards. He's getting, what Barkley will get 2 yards on, Bigsby will get 4 because of his just style of play and his size right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. When Barkley doesn't see a hole, he's still trying to make. He doesn't just take what's given to him, 2.5, 3 yards, and just power his way. Bandman says there are tons of Eagle fans in LA from the McNabb years when LA didn't have a football team. Is that right? Like LA turned to the Eagles because the team was still in St. Louis?
LA's a melting pot with sports. They probably, everybody's a fan of everybody over there.
Well, plus those people, they'll just sell their tickets too. Like, I think they're
like
on
we did in
StubHub.
college.
Yeah.
When I was at Penn State, we get the student tickets for $72 for the season tickets.
Oh,
and
yeah?
then when, like, Michigan or Ohio State came in, we'd sell them for like $300.
Wow. That's a
Yeah.
lot. That's a lot of beer money.
Exactly right, Harry.
Exactly.
And we used to rent out our apartment.
Oh, yeah?
And we just go crash on people. You're drinking all weekend. You just crash on your buddy's couch.
Are you serious?
We'd rent our apartment.
What would
yeah.
you get for it?
Oh, over $1,000. And
Really?
we split it between my three roommates. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a deal. You're right downtown.
Uh-huh.
There was a guy that my dad worked with that used to rent it because the hotels were insanely expensive.
Yeah. And there's not many of them.
And he's staying right on Beaver Avenue.
Yeah.
You know? And we had a beer meister full with a nice keg in there for him because I worked at the beer distributor.
There you go.
This one comes from Noob After 420 says Hurts can change plays if he thinks not going to work. Something needs to change with offense, and it's getting effing late.
What did you guys think of Hurts in the second half? I don't think it was really on him. I don't think he had really much to work with considering the play. I think it was on the play calling more than anything. I thought he played
He's
well.
Get killed this week, though,
Yeah.
because he had the opportunity with the drive when the Eagles D stopped him.
He did check out of a play, I noticed. And I think he ran the ball. I'm trying to find it. Damn it. He checked.
I just thought he was pulling a rabbit out of the hat multiple times. I mean, that one third down run where he converted, the blitz was coming up the left side, too. It looks like he was going to get sacked.
Right.
Finds a way to get a 9-yard run and move the chains. I thought he threw the ball well in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Just penalties. I mean, there was even a play in the third quarter. He got a huge reception on an RPO play to the left side to Goddard and holding, or it was an illegal formation call, I think, on Matt Pryor. Gets a call back.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
I thought his ball placement and mobility was just as good in the second half as the first half. I just think the game plan got conservative and stale, and there were penalties.
Yeah, well, like the After says he's the most inconsistent player. Then another guy says that might be the worst coaching performance in the second half.
I don't think this was. I'm happy with
agree with
Jalen
that.
today. I'm happy with what I saw from Hurts after
agree.
the scrutiny he got all week. I thought yet again when he's doubted, he performs at a really high level.
Yeah,
I'm not putting that on him.
The coaching in the second half was horrendous.
It was horrendous.
And this is a big element. You mentioned it, Louis. To not, I mean, just go tush push 3rd and 2.
It's 3rd and 2. You're going to get at least 1 yard on the fourth, and then it's going to be 4th and inches.
Yep.
And you're the best team in the world at that play. I mean,
Although in this game, though, that might have been one where they committed an offsides
probably.
offensively.
Maybe
and
they just
backed up
don't trust
5
their
yards.
offensive line. They're going to get a false start.
To line up right.
Oh,
my God.
So then run a counter. So I don't know. It's just a passing play there is just ridiculous.
This guy says the Cowboys will win next week, and they'll probably make the playoffs. Settle down.
oh, they might. Who knows?
Nah, they ain't making the playoffs.
Man, that's
I
going to
tell
be
you.
a high-pressure game. You cannot lose to the Bears next
The
Friday
Chi-
after
no,
this.
No, but the Cowboys play the Chiefs, and the Chiefs they look terrible.
They're a mess.
I know they won, but they
Dallas
look
has a
terrible.
chance. They'll be if they win that, they'll be 6-5-1.
Yeah.
And if the Eagles can't lose this next game,
They got to beat the Bears.
suddenly the division's not even sealed up.
And Bears have won 4 in a row and 8 of their last 9. Where
They
just
have won
come out of
5 games
nowhere.
though. They remind me a lot of the 2022 Giants though. They just find a way in a late fourth quarter 1-score game to win every time.
Sort of like the Commanders last year.
Or the Commanders last year, yeah.
Yeah.
They've won 5 games this year where they were trailing with under 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, which is an insane stat.
This guy thinks the Eagles lose to the Bears. Harry, you got a number on that game yet? An early line on Eagles Bears?
I guarantee
I'm
you.
going to be in the
that's
building
out.
for that one. So
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
No
I'll be in the
way.
link. Yeah.
What? You're going to
You're
be
gonna
down?
be there?
Coming down to the 215, yeah.
Dude.
Wow. Once you leave Buffalo, you can't go back.
Skipping
It's,
Thanksgiving.
the Eagles are favored by 7.
7.5?
I'm looking right here on
That's
Yahoo.
going to change, I think.
7.
7?
Yeah, let me check.
I think that'll
DraftKings.
move down a little bit.
Yeah, I would think so too.
That's a huge number.
Yeah,
That number's talking to me, Harry.
Yeah.
Look at, I didn't see this, but Sirianni said in the halftime interview they needed to get the penalties down in the second half.
Yeah.
And they got worse in the second half. Way to go, Nick.
Yeah.
I can't say that, like, he annoys the hell out of me. Like, what he's done as a coach is remarkable. Like, I don't understand how the players love playing for him. But
Yeah. It's 7.
It's 7. Well,
Yep.
I
7.
just get frustrated with Sirianni because I feel like I can't fully judge since he doesn't call plays because I don't know everything he's doing behind closed
What
doors.
does he do?
That's what I'm saying. It's very hard to fully analyze it because I'm not sure what is he doing with the offensive game plan. What does he do with the defense and like hands-on
How
coaching
involved
during
is he?
practice?
It's like
So it's hard to fully judge, but that's one thing I can quantify on the field that he has to do with are the penalties. And they are so bad in that department this year. So I got to at least put that on him.
it's
because
like
what
Office
else can
Space.
And
what do you say?
what is it you do here?
What is it you do here?
yeah, what exactly? What is your responsibilities?
And
What
he
can
hired
hold you
Patullo.
accountable.
You yell at the officials. You yell at the opposing players. You yell at fans. But what else do you do?
Yeah, after the 14th penalty that he was disagreeing with the ref, I'm like, I've had enough. Clearly, this is a you guys problem, not a ref problem.
Yeah.
If it was one bad call, I'd understand, but they had 14 penalties.
It's stunning. Magic Plenko goes, I really like the team. I felt like they gave up and just thought they had the game in the bag. I mean, not to even score a field goal in the second half. I don't know what to say. That's kind of where I am.
Yeah.
No points in the second half.
I was fretting doing an hour because I have no idea what to freaking think of this team.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I'll tell you. But bright spot, Nakobe Dean, 2 weeks in a row, has come in on a blitz and blew up a running back and gotten a sack.
3 weeks in a row, actually. He
Is
did
it
it
3
against
weeks
Green
in a
Bay
row?
before the halftime.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
Okay,
so
I
he has
forgot
3
about
sacks
that
at very timely spots.
3 weeks.
He's going to get a huge contract from
He is.
somebody this year. It's
From
not going to be
somebody
from the
else.
Eagles.
From somebody else, yeah.
They're after paying Bond and drafting a linebacker in the first round. They're not going to do it.
Yeah.
But he's a really
He's a
good
monster.
player. He's a monster.
Yeah.
The pass rush, though, was kind of not great today, I thought.
I thought
Carter made a
Jalen
big
Carter
play.
played well early, but then kind of
Yeah.
lost a little steam.
I don't know if they ran out of gas, but the four-man rush was not hitting home like it has the last 2
Jalen
weeks.
Phillips, you didn't hear his name once.
No.
No.
Nolan Smith still feels like he's a little banged up with the tricep injury.
Mm-hmm.
Hunt had a solid game, I thought, but
Yeah. Ojomo got banged up.
Ajoma got hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Blankenship thing, too, we got to keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Makuba was hurt at the end of the
At
game,
the end.
too. He was holding
That
his
puts,
leg.
but that puts Brown in the game.
And he is a liability,
Very
so-
vulnerable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
he
he'll
missed,
let
he
you
missed a
play.
tackle at the end of the game. That was
Yeah.
brutal. So
That's the thing. If Blankenship's out, now you're going down that depth chart again.
that's your thinnest position on that side of
Yeah.
the ball. Maybe on the whole roster is safety.
Ugh.
Maybe Cooper DeJean finally
Yeah,
gives
he might- Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
Mark what he wants. You're going to hear about that on the squad show this week.
Farzad
That's
is going to
gonna-
go nuts.
That's going to be the 1, 2, 3, and 4 hitter on the squad show.
It's going to be right at the top of this graphic here.
It's just going on the side. It's just going to say Cooper DeJean, Cooper DeJean.
And then the
Cooper
second
DeJean.
topic will be, should we sign Justin Simmons?
Yes. Who's still available.
It all comes full circle.
Yeah.
Is there any linemen available? Can we get somebody in here to help him out? Oh my goodness!
I don't know, man.
All right, we got to take our last little blank break real quick. We'll do that.
Rams are up 7-0.
Rams up 7. Back after this. And just like that, we're back. All right, it's basically time to wrap it up now anyway. So I had to get that in, meant to get it in earlier. Louis, what do you got coming up this week? You can dissect this sucker from stem to stern?
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about the offensive issues. If there's a fix this season or if this is something for 2026, we'll look forward to the Bears game, too. There is a lot of pressure on this game now, suddenly. The way you lost the standings in the NFC, like and the way Chicago keeps winning football games and they're finding ways to close it out, and you found a way to lose today, we'll talk a lot about that, too. So it's going to be a long week, I feel like, but a
Yeah.
necessary one.
I know you're going to be at the game on Friday. Where are you spending Thanksgiving?
I'll be in Philly. I'm headed
Yeah?
down Wednesday night, so me and the lady
where
are
in the
gonna
area?
hang in the city. I'm gonna be in Old Town for a couple nights.
You have family down here still?
No.
Or
No.
no? Wow.
Not anymore. No, everybody's up in Western New York, so
Wow. He's alienating family on Thanksgiving to go see the Bears Eagles.
Yeah.
Talk
that
about
can come in real quick.
dedication.
birds
Great
come
one.
first. Birds come first.
When did you book that? Because preseason, that wouldn't have been a game I would have had circled.
It's been a
Other than
while.
Black Friday.
Yeah, it was the Black Friday game. Just trying to get out for Thanksgiving, so
There you go.
I'll tell you what, it's an outrage, too, because they had that home Black Friday game. It's now taken the Flyers yearly Black Friday game away. Now they're on the
Yeah.
road.
That's what the NFL does. They like to steal things from the NCAA, the NBA.
I love how
The NBA used to be the Christmas.
They've
the Christmas day,
hijacked
and
Christmas, and
They've
I love
hijacked
it.
Christmas.
I love it.
Yeah.
Who, the NBA? I love
No.
The
The
NFL.
the NFL
The NBA
has.
used to own Christmas, and now the
Yeah.
NFL's completely robbed it.
Yeah, the NBA used to have like 5 or 6 games on TV. All
I used to
throughout
love it.
the
And
day.
now I don't watch basketball at all during
No.
Christmas.
Now there's 3 NFL games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
When
great.
NBA had it on
And the
Christmas. I
Eagles
didn't
played
watch
the one year,
basketball on
right?
Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
That my Christmas present is to not watch the NBA. I'm going to get it again this year. Can't wait. Unwrap it. All right, check out Louis all week on Locked
Yeah,
On
man.
Eagles, and we'll have a squad show. I guess we'll have to do it early this week because of the holiday. The Eagles and the Bears will be back at it on Friday, so we'll see where it all goes this week.
Friday.
And we'll keep an eye on the injury report as well. And as the Eagles get ready for the Bears, we'll see if that line holds also. So everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time on the Locked On Eagles Squad Show. All right.